by 5. 2 minutes remaining. A first down by Kevin Stefanski's Browns will end it. State Farm game break coming up. If the Bengals stop the Browns on 2nd and 3rd down, keep them from picking up a first, Cincinnati can get the ball back with around 30 seconds on the clock.
Right, assuming that the Browns stay inbound.
Here it is.
An incompletion.
The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Johnson with the
very
push.
close. Very
close.
That's right.
To be just short.
The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. Go Cleveland.
Music sounds better.
Everything was better for them. Everything.
They are inches away from putting an exclamation point on this one.
And a very solid performance. Case Keenum did have that costly interception to end the half. Outside of that, though, it was a good game by him.
Keenum on the sneak.
Fitting.
And that will do it.
That's fitting.
What gives?
And this will seal it, Kenny. I like leaving it in Case Keenum's hands.
Pile.
Mr. Energy, he brought the fire today, the passion. When we spoke with him, it was all about being grateful for the opportunity. He said he was born to play football, just loved that he's getting this chance again. And you see how he led the team to this victory, beat them twice. Now, this is now 4 in a row for the Browns.
Right.
If there's something to brag about, they beat the Bengals 4 times in a row. You don't see that happen often in divisional matchups.
Take a knee.
So Cleveland will finish with an 8-9 record during this first 17-game season. Bengals 10-7. They will finish in either the number 3 or 4 spot in the AFC. 28th season of the NFL on Fox. Jonathan, love working with you.
There you have it.
Enjoyed it.
Likewise, my man. Likewise. This was great.
State Farm game break is coming up.
There you have it. The Cleveland Browns team against the Cincinnati Bengals. The final score is 21-16. The Cleveland Browns win.
State Farm game break with Kurt and the gang.
Go Cleveland.
Welcome to the State Farm Game Break Show.
Well, a big one in America's Game of the Week coming your way in just a bit. Jimmy Garoppolo will start for the 49ers, the game they have to win in order to get into the playoffs. They visit the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford and company win the NFC West if they win that game. If they don't, that opens the door for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals to win. If they take the victory against the Seattle Seahawks, they'll be champs of the NFC West. Of course, Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson will have a little bit to say about that. Will this be their final game as a tandem? We will see. A lot to determine here as far as the playoffs and the postseason goes, including New Orleans Saints hoping to get into the playoffs against the Atlanta Falcons. A couple things have to happen in order for them to do it, and they have maybe controlled their own destiny by the time that one kicks off. We will find out as we welcome you to the State Farm postgame show. Kurt Menefee and the gang ready to roll through the highlights as to what has happened so far here in Week 18.
All right, Case Keenum getting the start in for the Baker Mayfield for the Cleveland Browns. Play action down, looking for Jarvis Landry on a quick, actually a 22 dig route. Top of the dig, 22 yards, touchdown of 26 yards. Cleveland up 7-0 over Cincinnati. Fourth quarter, Keenum then finds Demetric Felton. Good job by Felton getting in for a 10-yard touchdown. Cleveland goes on to win this football game 21-16 over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Steelers and the Ravens. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers still have a shot for the playoffs. Tyler Huntley is sacked by T.J. Watt. Watt ties Michael Strahan's record with 22.5 sacks, and for Michael and all of us, congratulations on that. Roethlisberger then looking for Chase Claypool, a quick slant or a quick in. There it is, touchdown of 6 yards, 13-10 Steelers. And then under 2 minutes left of the game, Justin Tucker hits this 46-yard field goal. And right now we're tied up in Baltimore. Pittsburgh 13, Baltimore Ravens 13. Titans at the Houston Texans. Houston, remember earlier in the season, beat Tennessee. Quick look. A.J. Brown went down, turned around the 8-yard zone, turned, caught it, spun to the outside, nobody there. 14-0 Tennessee, looks like a rout. Then, back in the end zone, Tannehill finds Julio Jones, a 3-yard touchdown. Houston has come back behind touchdown passes by Mills, 28-25 right now, Tennessee.
That's the final now. So Tennessee wraps up the #1 seed in the AFC. Maybe the shocker of the day, Colts of Jacksonville.
Not maybe, but who would have thought this? With everything riding on the line, all you got to do, Colts, is win, and you're in. Wentz is picked by Damian Wilson. 2 interceptions by Wentz in this football game. Did just a great job by the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft. Trevor Lawrence rolling right, avoids the sack, finds Marvin Jones. 3-yard touchdown, both feet in, 26-11. Jacksonville on top of the Colts. Packers at the line. Packers have clinched the #1 seed. There's Aaron Rodgers, perhaps winning the MVP in back-to-back seasons. Then turns it over to Jordan Love. He screen passes to Joshua.
DeGuara.
Thank you. What took you so long? 62
I thought you were talking for real.
I wasn't talking.
Oh, boy. DeAndre
Swift takes it, goes 14. Swift, this is a great thing. This is a kid in Detroit. Great out of the backfield. Catching, great running with the football. 37-30 now. The Lions beat the Green Bay Packers.
All right, Washington beats up on the Giants to end the season. In Minnesota with a big second-half comeback, knock off the Bears 31-17, the final there. All right, so far what we have seen here, Michael, and I'll start with you. Tennessee, once again, officially wraps up the #1 seed in the AFC. Indianapolis, all they had to do was beat Jacksonville, and they would be in the playoffs. They're getting thumped right now. That game hasn't quite officially gone final, but it's pretty close. I mean, they're down big. If Pittsburgh beats Baltimore, Indy has 0 chance of going to the playoffs. I guess that game is now a final. Pittsburgh has gone into overtime, tied at 13 with Baltimore. So because Indy lost, if Pittsburgh wins, then Indy's out of the playoffs.
Well, I tell you could, if you would ask any of us sitting here at this desk that there's a chance that Indy's going to lose to Jacksonville, and a chance that if they could, knowing what's on the line, we all would have bet the house that Indianapolis was going to win this game. But it just goes to show Jonathan Taylor just wasn't enough. Carson Wentz had to show up. You need a quarterback who can move the ball down the field, because Jacksonville came out today ready to play defensively, shutting down, intercepting balls, getting sacks, doing everything that they